welcome back to the channel, especially if you're just a Stryper fan and a lot of the other stuff on the channel is just not appropriate for your listening pleasure. I understand that. I have an incredibly eclectic taste, especially since the channel started. But we're coming over here today when we were kings to first and foremost just check out a Stryper tune. And then to have a little more uplifting, maybe lyrical content, ideas, or fan base. Because I'm working through, the channel took a little hit. It got a strike. And it turns out that I'm incredibly long-winded. Ranting is in the name of the channel. We'll go down a conspiratorial rabbit hole. I will rant and rave, barely push play, but somehow, I didn't contribute. So I was, I'm a little pouty today. Now, that is not a solicitation for thank you if, we will work through it. This is one of the ways I'm gonna do it. Stryper, when we were kings, let's just start with some tunage. I've contributed enough as an intro. I'm just saying, I can't just listen to a song no more. If what you're looking for is a cosign, I like Stryper. They're awesome. They get a free pass because I like the band a lot. So there you go. I'm just saying, I'm positive I'll like it, even though I've never heard it. Yeah. So that for me it's that easy. I used to ride public transportation like exclusively for years, and I would rock out on the bus. It give me a hard time. The nice thing was I didn't get assaulted for it. I just got laughed at by a-holes and celebrated by those who loved life. It's weird. But yeah, that's a winner. Now, to be fair, I was thinking different ideas, and that's okay. A little shout out to one's career as long and successful as with as many with as many high points and low points and points to remember as they've had. I've listened to this band since I was in high school, so that's pretty good. I can respect that. That'll work. I was looking for different messaging. The Avenged Sevenfold, which was fire. I mean, critically acclaimed stuff. The lyrical content, heavy. And I'm already, like, wow. What'd I do? And don't get me wrong, I'll own it right now. I didn't even look. I just dismissed the claim, threw away the video, and said, I will do nothing. Just like last time. It's not the first time. And that first one went away. So I'm not really crying. It's just, it hits you. I'm like, oh, that bites. And then you get once bitten, twice shy. Which, I really like that tune, too. So, what do? You just go on. You go on. I was looking for positive messaging to kind of generate whatevs, something on the light scale of things, not darkness. There's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's just, like I said, it's when we were kids, we were playing stadiums. The messaging there worked for me. Says, okay, I'm cool with that. And I gotta make I got a little side project coming, but I've been thinking about life, existence, and meaning. Ironically enough, because the caterpillars are all over the roadway. And, they literally have a natural mechanism for metamorphosis to turn into something else. Not an analogy, not poetry, not a saying, not the literal real deal. But I think most people, as they're driving along, aren't noticing the caterpillars. And there's cars coming the other way, and I'm like, man, I can't lock them up for a caterpillar. But you can see them, right? They're, middle of a farm field. If you got like 5 miles of straight road, if you look close, a lot of those black furry dots are caterpillars, right? They're going over there, they're going to do their change, and they're going to fly off. And I was contemplating the whole struggle of existence weighed against, unfortunately, the unfortunate reality of squishing caterpillars on their way to metamorphosize into beautiful butterflies and fly away. And then realizing that I'd empathize with the world and the struggles. But I see it from all the way down to, I don't... existence versus non-existence. The caterpillar and the miraculous things it's going to do. Now, don't get me wrong, I side with humanity, and I'm thinking about the natural order of things and how it was all put together, and then the complications of our existence within the natural order. All of this is tough. And then thinking that I really like that messaging, even though the enemy team has probably got dominion over the earth right now. And, wow, it all sinks in. And I'm like, man, life is a trip. And I think it's whether you find escape in your music, in your congregation, in contemplating the actual and philosophical ramifications of squishing caterpillars on their way to metamorphosize into butterflies. Because I'll lock them up for a squirrel. As I hate tailgaters because I mean I'm willing to stop for almost any animal, but the other day, there's a truck coming, and I'm like, I can't. There's nothing I can do. I can't go in the ditch. I'm not hidden, and it's like, oh, it's so. Yeah, like I didn't break down. Don't get me wrong, but it was like the whole thing dawned on me that it doesn't matter what level you wish to examine the world. There is struggle and suffering everywhere. And there is a reason. I'm grateful I have a place to turn that's greater than myself with help for that. There was a real reason I was rambling on. A, because I'm going to add my 2 cents. And I think Jesus Christ rocks. And I'm grateful to have a place to turn that's bigger than myself. But I was able to understand in a way that doesn't confine me to the control system. Whoa. Sorry. Yeah. Look good. Now, it's a generational thing. Because I don't actually look back at the spandex and the hairspray and the makeup as all that. I mean, there's a whole list of bands that existed before, like when I was too young to appreciate anything, to now. The makeup theatrics and, current fashion trends of the day influence them or trying to pave their own path. So I don't look at it as goofy as all that. But at the same time, I'm not stupid. I'm curious. I'm sure it's been asked, so I probably wouldn't want to ask this question, but I'd be like, what do you see a certain shot and a certain, like, hey, that was an outfit. Do you ever reflect upon that? I'd probably want to know the answer to that. Yeah. But you end up looking like that. Yeah, it's a good look. The only thing I don't understand is this Firehouse reference. And then I'm so confused. I saw that twice. So I'm not positive. But went pretty long. I have some questions now, but I like Stryper. I think they're awesome, and it was really about you heard it. I ranted, I raved. It's very cool. Loved it. Memberberry smoothie all the way back to the beginning. Looking at their career, even little kids. I mean, they were young and dreaming of being musicians. It's very cool. Very cool. When we were kings, Stryper and A long-winded reaction, but that's okay. If I've gotta get checked out, right? If I'm getting 3 strikes and I'm out of the game, then I gotta go hard until they get rid of me. I never was here just to go, oh, that was fun, buy an album. Now, of course, it was fun. You can support the band. Down in the description below is a link to the original, and you go over there and listen to them and pay it all forwards. But it was never my job. Somehow reflecting on how Stryper could pull me out of a funk and turn a day around with a little positive messaging. That's the takeaway. And whether it's Stryper for me right now or whatever works for you, yeah, there you go. Do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to just roll with it and move on. And we'll probably hear more Stryper sometime later.